Welcome everybody to Changing of the Hip Hop Guards podcast. I am the journalist Sincere. That's my partner Uncle E. And today we have the pleasure of speaking with Skrilla. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Peace, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to take it back just a little to let the people get to know you before we talk about your most recent project that's out now. But for those who may not know, maybe new to you, maybe forgot, can you take us back to where you were born and raised?
I was born New York City, Harlem to be specific. Um, from there, I moved around a lot, but I was born and raised in Harlem, and then I ended up coming to the Bronx, and I've been in the Bronx ever since.
Take us back to some teenage years, transitioning from Harlem to the Bronx. Take us back to what a day in the life was like for Skrilla.
A day in the life, teenage years was play lots of basketball playing and mixtape shopping. and pretty much getting into trouble, doing things I shouldn't have been doing, but we all learned. But I played a lot of sports. I was very active. I was into I was into arcades and things like that. And then I was into, the mixtape scene, any spot that had mixtapes, I was just into that. So you probably catch me there after school, whether I was buying something or not.
Can you kind of give us, without giving up your age, kind of give us a timeline of, what years were this as far as the mixtapes game goes?
This was like the 2000 era. But when I really started getting into it was just like the 2000 era. Like once I could really start going outside, I say around like that whole Diplomat era, the whole DJ Clue mixtape era, the G Units versus the Dipsets and your Rockefellers and versus your Rough Riders and stuff like that. So around that time.
Yeah, G Unit had it on lock at one point though with the mixtapes, man.
It's G Unit 50.
Dipset too.
Like you be an up and coming DJ or whoever, all you had to do is put a mix together and you had something. They just had so much shit out at the time, It was just hot.
Yeah. I was heavy into the mix CDs, man. I mean, I go a little further back than that, but to me, the mix CD game and the mixtapes was everything because I remember a lot of times you would get certain songs from artists that you like that you wouldn't get on their albums.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or
That's
like
the
little
first thing
hidden
I
gems.
pretty much got into before like I got my hands on like albums. I mean, everything was bootleg, but like once I found the appreciation of actually buying like an official album and like re and going through that booklet, not even knowing what I'm really paying mind to, but just holding that piece of paper and seeing everything that was going on, like, oh, this is different than a mixtape. The mixtape was just like everything that I guess shouldn't be on an album, or jacking beats for that sake, But yeah, that was my thing, definitely mixtapes.
Right.
So what would you say was more of your style? What type of style did you sort of start to gravitate to early on? Or maybe I should say that started to influence you as an artist.
I think it was like because I was into like the Smack DVDs too as well, like the come ups and stuff. So like once I got onto like again like Diplomats and your stack bundles and your A teams and just like to me it was just different. Like it was first time you seeing things because everything else was you had to buy a magazine or something. It was it's not like how it is today where it's just you just got to click a button, you could get all the access or whatnot. But
right,
yeah.
At what point did you start getting involved with music? At what point were you writing and starting to take it serious?
I feel like since when I was young, probably like I was like 12, 13, I probably wrote my first joint. Always wrote, but as far as like taking it serious, like, cause I mean, I think at a time, like I really wanted to be a ghostwriter. Like, I just really had a thing for writing, and I guess I couldn't find like my place in rapping, or I just wasn't comfortable rapping yet. And then whether I'm writing for somebody or it's like, can't nobody live your life, you know what I'm saying? I kind of don't want to keep writing for people, so it's like I guess I got out of that, and then just became more vocal with it. But 2018 is really when I buckled down, and it was like, we gonna put songs together, how they should be, rather than you just putting out songs here, there, and everywhere,
Right.
Did you actually get a chance to write for other people?
No, 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 no. That
Nah.
was just, just coming up. If I get great enough at this thing, this is something I'm willing to do with, with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
God-given talent. So, but yeah, I figured, I'll just write for myself and do what I do.
Did you start out in a group, or were you always kind of pursuing a solo career?
No, I mean, always solo. Like growing up, like you would write with your friends or whatnot, the little homies or whatnot come through. It wouldn't be no group thing, but you get to the crib and you put on a beat, and it's like, we gonna write to this, and you have your little joints together. But I mean, through time, again, you seen who was willing to stick with it or not, and that's pretty much how that came about.
Excuse me. You said a little just now that you sort of couldn't find your place when it came for you to, do your own thing. But can you remember if there was a particular time, like was it did you do any talent shows or ciphers? Do you remember like that particular moment when you were like, yeah, I can do this on my own?
Um, I remember one time, a friend of mine, he had rapped for me, and like, obviously, you see your videos and you see rappers rap, but it's different when you see a friend rap, and when you see a friend rap that actually has like a specific talent. He's not just putting words together. So it's like, I got all these rhymes written, and I'm seeing him, him putting his rhymes to life, and I'm just like, I gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do these things. So from there, it was just like, day by day, just figuring it out. Finding my pocket. Still learning.
2018, you dropped Private Forum. Was that your first your entrance
Yes.
into the music? What was your creative process going into Private Forum?
Private Forum, the process was put it all on the line, because it was just, again, it was me really knowing this is ultimately the only thing that I wanted to do in life. There's nothing else. So it was just like, I felt like I played all my cards. um I was working a 9 to 5 at the time. That went sour, which was a blessing. And it was just like, yo, what you gonna do? You either gonna go back to the bullshit, or you gonna do things that you don't want to do. And the love for the music, or the just writing and creating, was just always there. So it's like, I think I'm fit to do this. So that was with Private Forum. It's just like, we putting everything in one hat, and we just going.
Did you work with anybody on a particular project? Have like a mentor or anybody guiding you of how to format and put out the particular project?
No, 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 not even a sound, like that or anything. But just, no, it was just pretty much like, I think at the time, I wasn't on social media as much, and I was just blocking out distractions, or what I felt was a distraction, because again, I always made music and recorded music, but it was just like, fly by night stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was never me taking it serious. So this was just, like, I mentored myself, not for nothing. Like, this is something you want to do. You need to be serious about this, and go ahead. And this is it. You know what I'm saying? This is the introduction to it all. So that
Right.
was pretty much it.
Did you have a hard time trying to come across producers and trying to find people to work with that would provide you with beats?
For sure. I was pretty much just ripping beats off YouTube, just type beats this or type beats that, or I would just kind of rap on like today's kind of stuff, and just rap my content on it. But I mean, after Private Forum, and once I started, like, right before Private Forum, and like, I started becoming more consistent, like, people just started reaching out via DM, email or whatnot, and I just started making connections through there, and just been working since.
So talk to us a little bit about your four. Was it 4 for 4?
4 for 4. Oof. 4 for 4 for what I remember. 4 for 4 was pretty much like, it was a short project. I wanted to give people like Wendy's. Wendy's had the 4 for 4 going at the time, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of like Wendy's inspired, pretty much. You got $4, you got a few dollars, you can still get you a meal. So it was just like, with these 4 joints, I'm gonna fill you up in a sense.
Right, right, right. Man, you have a long list of projects though and stuff that you've worked on throughout the
Yeah, for
time.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In a short amount of time.
Sure, right, right, right. Where where
appreciate it.
where do you get your inspiration from, man, to write so much?
Um,
Just
just
everyday life?
your day by day, and the circumstances and the situations that I be in, and just just knowing what I want. Just like how I'm trying to figure these words to tell y'all. It's always more things to be said. I always got
Right.
something to say, and I feel like, I mean, even if I was that number one dude, like, it's just still more to do. So it's just like I just be focused and just working.
Where do you find yourself to be most creative at? Do you have a particular spot or any type of thing that puts you into that mood?
Mm, not really, but I will say, like, I traveled a bit during like the pandemic era, and or the pandemic time, and I was taking advantage of them cheap flights, but like, just being around certain type nature was kind of cool, give you a different type of perspective. But aside from that, like, I'm always just thinking on things, whether I'm thinking on them or not. I'm always kind of like in that mode. You know what I'm saying?
You ended up getting with Jay Nice for Holy Mountain. How did that project come about?
Um, Jay Nice. I met Jay Nice through the guy Fahim, and the guy Fahim had came out to he came out to the city, to New York. And he had hit me up. So it was only right that I checked him and made sure everything was everything, because he did the same when I was in his town. So Jay Nice was with him, Left Lane was with him, YT was with him, and I pretty much met everybody that night. It was a crazy night, and ever since then it's been up. Like, those like my brothers. That's family.
Right. I had the opportunity to visit Fahim and Mac Ami out in Atlanta at one point in time.
Mhm.
So them some hardworking brothers as well. How did you guys link up together for the Divine Brotherhood?
Well, I had linked up with him before. We had pretty much like during the same time, around like while I was creating Private Form, or was it? It might have been out. I was just like surfing through YouTube, and I found God Fahim, and I was just like, this dude's crazy. And my people reached out to him, and we got in contact, and I pretty much told them, like, I want to link and make some music. Like, I'm gonna go down to Atlanta, let's make it happen. So we did that. So we already built the rapport or whatnot. The Divine Brotherhood came down later down the line. I had went to Atlanta. We had booked the Airbnb for like a week, and we did it. I think we did that joint probably like in 6 days.
Mm.
Yeah, 5 6 days. We did that joint. But yeah, we just got a fly ass Airbnb, a bunch of good weed, a bunch of good food, just good vibes, and we made that happen.
Right. Can you talk a little bit about the 2019 Project 1000?
1000 1000 was pretty much, so I linked up with Jay Levison, who's from Brooklyn. Um his his production, his beats, he doesn't he well at the time he doesn't like name his beats. So his beats will be like numbers. So if it's like number 300, that's the 300th beat he's made.
Hmm.
So I thought it was kind of ill. So I was just like, my name's Stack Skrilla, which is a play on numbers. Stack, I'm 1,000. I'm like, it only kind of makes sense, where it's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna name these joints. If anything, the people can name them themselves. But if anything, it is titled, and it's the title of which specific beat and what time he had made that, you know. So that was pretty much 1,000.
Very dope.
What type of response were you getting from these projects early on from people?
Early on, it was. I mean, it was good because it was pretty much like everybody who knew that I was making music finally seeing that I was like buckling down and actually doing it and not doing everything else, you know. So it was just, you know, a warm response, healthy, you know, no complaints. I don't ask for too much. I'm working regardless, you know. I don't really be trying to pay mind to it, but yeah.
And how were you putting these projects out early on?
Um, through Bandcamp and streaming them, all DSPs.
Oh, okay.
You did Swept Under the Rug 2019, but I look here and see 2020, you dropped 5 projects. That's also the year COVID hit. Take us back to your creative process. What was going on? Looks like not too much stopped you in 2020. So what was going on with Stack Skrilla, COVID, and these projects 2020?
Man, I was in the house. I was in the house. I was stuck. No, not for nothing. In the beginning, I had went to Mexico. I had went to Mexico, I think for like a week or so. And when I came back was like the height of it. And I didn't really believe it till, you know, when I got off pretty much everybody that was on the plane with me is who I seen at the airport leaving. So I'm just like, okay, this is serious. You know, you get back to the town, they talking about curfews and all that. And I'm just like, all right, this different. Obviously, there's a lot more to talk about now. And it's just a lot going on. So I mean, I was in the house just, you know, soaking it all in and just at the same time, it ain't really bother me. But again, it was just like, I mean, what else can I do? I'm in the house, so we just gonna load up. And when I could go back outside, it's on, you know. And then at the same time, like figuring out new methods and finding out new ways to like record music during it. So I mean, the pandemic kind of like helped people in a sense too. It probably gave people like work ethic who didn't have it, you know, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's a beautiful thing, you know. You found out something about yourself, you know.
Right. And that was my next question. What did you learn most about yourself during that time?
What did I learn most?
I mean, I see that you knew that you could put in, you know, a lot of effort. You can get a lot done.
I learned that even though things might seem like they stop, shit don't stop. Like regardless of it all, like even though like the situations was crazy, people can't get to the money how they usually was getting to money, they 9 to 5s or whatever they was doing, like really trying to like. I mean, what you gonna do? You gotta figure something out because life keeps going. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it gave you more of that, like some probably more tenacity. You know?
Right.
Yeah. If I
So
answered that, man.
once things cleared up, you dropped 3 more projects last year. What was life like for Stack Skrilla post-COVID, so to speak?
Just I guess just outside a bit more, but just I mean I've been busy. I'm you know I'm trying to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be one of them guys. You know, so it's like I'm outside. I'm at the events. I'm doing what I could do. I'm working on videos. You know, if not, I'm in the studio. I'm in the dungeon writing. Like that's that.
Right.
But where exactly is it that you're trying to see yourself? You know what I mean? When you talk about you trying to be one of those guys, what's
I
the
mean, I want to
future?
be like when you hear the name Stack Skrilla, the name has to be respected. Like, oh no, boy, get down, boy, get busy. Whether you know 10 songs or 1 song, or like you know this producer, this, that, and the third, like it just has to be a staple. You know what I'm saying? Like visionary, motivator, you know, and just rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those. I just can't be one of those, you know. Oh yeah, Stack Skrilla.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
I'm working.
Let's talk about your recent project that you just dropped, 5 for 20. Take us back to that recording process and the concept behind 5 for 20.
So 5 for 20, which is kind of funny because I mean the weather's it's funky. I wanted 5 for 20 to come out when it was a bit more colder. But it was just like I wanted I mean, everything's a bit grimy, but at the same time has substance with me. But with this one, I really wanted it to be nasty and gritty and just like in your face, gotta get it by any means type. You know what I'm saying? Just you woke up, ain't brush your teeth, but things still gotta happen. You know, like that was pretty much like the vibe and the inspo behind that. I linked up with a producer from Canada. His name is 2 for 15, and he gave me this gritty ass sound, and I was like, yo, I'm loving this, and I ran with it. So yeah, that's 5 for 20. 5
So
for 20.
4 for 4 was inspired by Wendy's. Is 5 for 20 inspired by like 125th Street and
No, 5 for 20 is pretty much,
I'm
you know,
fucking,
like back in the day,
no,
we
I'm
used
fucking with you, man.
no
Go
judgment,
ahead,
man,
go ahead.
no judgment.
Nah, go ahead. Though. What's it? What were you saying though? Back in the day,
But you know, back in the day, you know, if you selling something for 5 and you was a hustler, you know, you get that extra one just to push that sale, you know, and it's that good, you know, regardless, we're gonna give you one for free. It's that good, you're gonna come back. We're gonna just keep this going. So, you know, 5 for 20.
Gotcha.
What has the early reception been on this project?
It's been good. It's been good. We've been getting some play. Been getting some spins, you know, Shea 4-5, Hot 9-7. It's been doing its thing. I seen that the project got ripped on YouTube, which is awesome. That means like people want it and want to hear this music, don't want to purchase it. I'm loving that, you know. Yeah, no, I'm really digging the response. I'm pretty much I'm probably gonna shoot like 4 videos out the 5 for this project. For everybody is obviously out now, but we're gonna definitely do Allah Do Not Enter.
Who are some of the people? Are you working? Do you have like a team that you're working with? Like who's helping you as far as getting like these songs? You know, so like you said, like Hot 97 can be heard, or these different
I mean,
platforms.
I got good people around me. My man Sean. I got my team. I mean, we do a lot of networking, a lot of shaking hands. You know, just you know, I got some good people around me. I got good people around me.
Any plans for any type of shows or anything going on coming soon?
Man, I'm down for whatever, and whatever makes sense, I'm all for. That's really what I'm trying to get on, you know, especially for the summer when, you know, when these things definitely open back up. I'm for whatever. That's a fact.
Did 5 for 20 get the physical copy treatment?
Not yet. Not yet. Possibly. It's in the talks. I'm trying to work some now right now. I'm talking to the producer. We trying to do some. Probably have a surprise for the people in the near future with that. Just trying to think what we want to do specifically.
Right.
Who are some of the producers you worked with on this project?
5 for 20 is strictly 2 for 15.
So he
Usually,
did everything.
When I do projects, I rap with one producer.
Okay.
I'm yet to like drop a project with multiple producers.
I hear sometimes that's good though. You get to build the chemistry with that one producer.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of be getting some slack from it, so I'm definitely going to work on that. You know, I kind of don't be thinking. I thought that's how things was done. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
What do you mean slack for not working with multiple producers?
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
how I look at it is like whether I work, like let's say I work with 2 producers for one project. That's pretty. I mean, it's gonna go by the sound that I want it to sound like. So it doesn't matter if it was 10 or 1. You know, I'm gonna pick the best beat from whoever the producer is. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
But going forward, definitely something. You know, I'm gonna get out there for sure.
I mean, maybe that's a good thing, you know what I mean, that they're kind of complaining. Maybe it's just meaning that, hey, give us a chance to work with you, man. You're a great
Yeah,
artist.
yeah. I mean, I'm not
You
mad at
know?
it, and I'm for that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoever got that sound and is ringing, I'm for it. I'm not biased.
Sounds good. Yeah, yeah.
Out of all of your projects, which one do you consider the most personable to Stack Skrilla?
Private form and probably God amongst men.
Mm,
Personable in the sense of like mean a lot to me, right?
Yep,
exactly.
yep.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. Private form, God amongst men.
Just a little something off, not off topic, but I believe in the intro, um, there's something mentioned about fentanyl,
Mm-hmm.
right? What's your take on that, man? With all this stuff going on and this now with people mixing in
It's
fentanyl.
it's 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 nasty. I put it to you like this: if man, it's a nasty world. Like if you could say with a straight face that you're making $1 off of selling Fetty, I'm looking at you crazy. Um, it's some foul shit. I know somebody who actually lost somebody very close to them due to that. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that they was doing the Fetty. But
I do
that's
too. I mean, I have someone that I know personally that recently passed away from
right.
doing whatever it was, and I guess it's like mixed. I don't really know how all of that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
works, but I know it's very easy to what is it? I guess like misdose it. Like I said, I don't know, but fentanyl we all know is strong on
Right.
its own. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a little. I just
Yeah.
want to
No.
get your take on
I'm.
that.
Yeah. No. I ain't for it in that sense. Definitely
Mhm.
not.
Any plans on getting with the God Fahim in the future for another project?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. I was meaning to go to Atlanta this month. Just got tied up in some things, but I'm gonna make something happen. I mean we talk all the time. We talk often.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to get together because once we get together, it's that's it. We work. The same thing with Jay Nice. The same thing with Left Lane. Once we get in tune, like the rest is, we already make music. So we
Right.
just got to get together. Definitely, probably. I don't know if it's gonna be the Divine Brotherhood 2, but you'll definitely get another full length project with me and Fahim,
Right.
So
Any
and probably might get a fully produced project by God Fahim. Stack Skrilla fully produced project by God Fahim.
nice, nice.
be dope. Any artists or producers that Stack is looking to do projects with in the future?
Anybody, as long as it makes sense, man. Holla at me. Let's spin the block. Let's get right before anything else. I got to be able to deal with you. But it's like I mean, there's a whole bunch of it's a whole bunch of all the big names. You know what I'm saying? Like, but whoever got fire, I'm willing to work. Like let's
Right.
do it.
After 5 for 20 does its thing, what can we expect from Stack Skrilla in the future?
Next project, oh you ain't know. Oh you ain't know. That is titled Oh You Ain't Know. Produced by
Yeah, I like how you I like how you play on the titles with
Right,
depending on like who you're working with, man. That's pretty
right.
dope. That's dope.
It's,
You know what's
it's
yo? It's actually an ill marketing scheme, man, because you're gonna like remember. It's easy to remember,
right. And I mean at the
and it
same time,
sounds
it's
good
like
too.
it again, like everything has to correlate, everything has to make sense. I'm like, all right, producer name is All right, what we doing? I'm saying, oh, you ain't
Good.
all right, oh, you ain't know. This for everybody who ain't know. And then at the
Yeah.
same time, for everybody that do know, it's just me on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you know already. But oh, you ain't know. That'll be
That's
out
dope.
before you know it.
That's
No
dope.
doubt, no doubt. Where does Stack Skrilla see itself in the next 10 years?
10 years. Oof. Foreign island in a hammock. On a hammock, just scooping out the coconut. Uh, just reading the paper. Just relaxing. enjoying life, you know, because I didn't put everybody in position that I needed to, include myself. So I got a lot of work to do. 10 years ain't about nothing.
Right.
Man, listen, with the amount of stuff you've done already in such a short amount of time, from now to 10 years, I don't know if Bandcamp is gonna be able to have enough bandwidth to hold all your shit, man.
I'm fine. Let's get it, man. We gonna be the first to bust
Put it
Bandcamp. You know
down.
what I'm saying? Like, why not?
Nah, it's good, man. I'm, you know, keep it going, bro. It's really it's dope to see how focused and consistent you are, man. So
Right.
you keep doing that, you know what I mean? You're gonna get to where you want to be.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Big shout out to Jerry Graham for linking us. Before we get out of here, can you shout out your social media and where we can keep up with Stack moving into the future?
Social media, Instagram, Stack Skrilla _1 HUNNIT. Twitter, Stack _Skrilla. Facebook, Stack Skrilla. Yeah. YouTube, Stack Skrilla. All DSP, Stack Skrilla. Word.
Nice.
Outside of music, can we expect anything like NFTs from you in the future?
I gotta learn NFTs, man. I feel like I wanna come out with an NFT when people aren't thinking about it, if that even makes sense. But we gonna figure it out.
No doubt. Like I said, we appreciate you for joining us this evening. This has been
Thank you. I appreciate
Changing
y'all.
of the Hip Hop Gods podcast. I'm the journalist Sincere. That's my partner, Uncle E, and that is Stack Skrilla. Thank you so much, Stack.
Yeah.
Keep it going, bro.
Love, man. Bless, guys.
Peace.
Bless. Peace.
Peace.